Coast.
Yeah, so SEC. Start the women's side. This is kind of we were waiting and seeing on Alabama, and I
Mm-hmm.
think this kind of crosses Alabama off the list of potential NCAA championship teams.
Hold on.
Alabama has the best four in the nation, right? Chelangat, AC Cole, tied in this. I shouldn't say these women's names because I'm really bad at it. But they have
Taisma,
really four really good Tanisma
Katahi.
and Katai.
Mm-hmm.
They're very good through four, but they just don't have a fifth runner. Their spread was 2 minutes, over 2 minutes. Jami Reed was a DNF. She would have been their 5, but she just like was with them through like 2 or 3K and then slowly just fell off till eventually DNF'd. And so Arkansas took advantage of Alabama's lack of a fifth runner. Arkansas won. Arkansas is a top 10 team, so it makes sense that a team that takes advantage of it. Ole Miss is a good team as well. They're also a top 10 team. But the story here is really Alabama women. This was the year that they have 4 women. When they added that JUCO transfer to Marcy Chilenga, to Esther Gatai, to, you thought like this is it, but they still have a fifth. Now maybe
So
Jamie
hold
Reed
on.
is going to come out of
Yeah.
nowhere and find a way to run out of her mind and finish 60th at nationals, and then they win the national championship. But I don't know. I'm just not betting on someone finding a way to get 60th at nationals because that's what they need. They need their fifth runner to be 60th at nationals, and they'll win the national championship.
Is she? I'm looking at her page. I don't see any other results from this year. So this was the first one,
Yeah, this was
her
the first
debut.
one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could see why you're not that confident that she could do it. So who served the role as fifth runner in their previous meets? Where was that person?
I
They've
mean,
been
it's
doing
still far back. I mean, the thing is, it's like Alabama was
not that
always
far
projected
back.
as a good. But Alabama
That far back.
wasn't winning meets. They were always projected as a good team because we knew when they run all 5 together, they're going to be like a scary team. And they have such a good top 4 that their fifth doesn't need to, like NC State, Colorado, BYU, New Mexico, all of their fifth runners need to be like top 30, top 40. But for Alabama, their fifth runner needs to be only needs to be like top 60, maybe even top 70, and they could win because of how good their top 4 are. It's just a bummer. Yet, I mean, hey, maybe they could find a way to do international rules and you only score through 4, and then they'll win
I don't
they'll
think
win
that.
the meet.
Mm.
But it's college rules. You score through 5. They don't have a fifth. Uh, if they can find a fifth in like 3 weeks, maybe they're going to do it. But I think that's all she wrote for Alabama. I mean, maybe they find a way to still get 4th, but their
Yeah,
championship odds just went down dramatically because they don't have a fifth.
I still believe. I still believe. You got Mercy Chelangat out there. Anything is possible. Wins by 9 seconds too. Dominant win. Dominant win for her. Should we go to the men's race? Arkansas gets the win there. 40-59 over Ole Miss.
Yeah, and I've said Arkansas is the team that can challenge NAU the most because of their track speed, and I was kind of surprised about the results of this race. Jacob McLeod and not seeing there be their number 2 runner here.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the other East African guys didn't run as well, and I think I'm not sure what the conditions were like, but the the race became like a sprint at the end. Like the whole pack was together through the first like 5 or 6K. And then the final 1K, everyone was like, all right, we're running now. So that might have messed with the placing. But if we bring up Arkansas's, Travis, if you click
Mm-hmm.
on Arkansas's roster there, um, Andrew Cabet, Emmanuel Chebason, and Gilbert Boyd, like that was their 2, 3, 4 at all the other meets behind Kemboy. And in this situation, they were the 4, 5, and 6. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a good sign for someone like Miles Richter and Jacob McLeod to say, hey, you had them in there. Now they're, you could say they're 6 deep. They're definitely 6 deep, but you would expected Chebason and Boyd and Quebec to run better than they did. However, their spread was still good, right? 20-some second spread, 21-second spread. Their 4th runner was 11th in the race. That's pretty damn good. Their 5th runner was right behind them. I'm still buying some Arkansas stock. I think because I have a feeling. I have a feeling. However, I think I need to maybe split my stock shares and put a little more onto Oklahoma State. So
Ah,
I
hedging
think
a bit.
I think I know it's either I think I know one of the three. It's I think I'm going to say it. The national championship team in November will be either Northern Arizona, Arkansas, or Oklahoma State. I've
You just
eliminated
said
BYU. I've eliminated Colorado. I've eliminated Notre Dame.
you just said
I
Notre
think it's
Dame
going
was
to be,
back 30 minutes ago.
they are back. But like, I got to make a prediction. And I think Notre Dame's okay with the prediction being, they don't want some guy wearing a clown costume like I am picking them to win a national title. So if anything, it's a compliment. And I'm wrong a lot. So hey,
All right.
it's okay. I don't decide who wins. I just
You just
predict
said
and
you
get
had
it
no
right.
worries now about Notre Dame. And then
I don't. I
we
have
talk
no
about a couple
worries.
more conferences and then you're back. Well,
Hey,
that was implied that
me,
you thought that they were as good as they were at the beginning of the year, which was title contender.
yeah, I actually
Did you have number
preseason
two?
ranked them. Well, I preseason ranked Notre Dame one, and then when they
Well, then that
started
makes
like
even less
messing with the rank,
sense.
hey,
What
it's
you're
hard
doing
to
makes no
predict cross
sense.
country. No, it makes a lot of sense. I,
Nobody asked you to predict right now. We're talking about
I'm,
conference. You don't need to predict right now. You're bringing this on yourself.
I'm big on Arkansas. I'm big on Oklahoma State. I'm back on the Notre Dame train. I still believe NAU is the best team.
How are you
But
back
if I
on
had
the
to pick,
train when you said they're not top four, man? You had them as national champions, don't have them in the top four, and you're like, I'm back. Wake up the echoes in South Bend.
I'm sticking Arkansas, Oklahoma State, or NAU are winning the national title. That doesn't mean Notre Dame can't get second. That statement allows Notre Dame to
So
get
you're down to
second
three teams? You're down to three teams.
to win. I'm down to 3 teams to win. I'm down to like 8 teams to podium.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's keep moving. Pac 12. Go.
All right. Speaking of Pac-12 and a team that I eliminated on the men's side just recently, just now in the past moment, is Colorado men. Even though they ran extremely well